our guide here. Any project that we are doing, we do that project with sense of urgency. Every year we plan ahead of time because we want to maintain speed. And that kind of person can move faster than any little, any need list. So that's probably, of course, I'm even sure that is one of the reasons why our team today is the most strongest, formidable, progressive team in Kwara State today. And one of the fastest moving, well-recognized, branded team with goodwill across Nigeria. Because we created our core values and we are living by that core values every single day. And we also have rule. And what is our rule? Who can tell us? What is our rule? God bless you. Can see the thumb pot from Pro to the James Yusuf. What is our rule? Who can tell us? Our rule says what? Tell me, what is our rule? Always follow the system. Always follow the system. Always follow the system. So our man follow system ni always follow the system. Are we learning? So we have been giving you this series of trainings since the beginning of this millionaire school. It all starts with you knowing that your programming was wrong. Your thinking was wrong. Are you with me? The way you are thinking right now is not good enough because we had wrong programming right from childhood. And that programming includes our personal experience, the environment you grew up, what people are telling you all this year, the kind of thing you have been watching, the kind of things that people are doing in society that are probably not good enough, but because there is no any set personal rules and values, you live by what you see people doing. All of that, we have started changing it by redefining yourself. Now, another great thing that you are going to do today, that today we must also set your own core values and your own personal rules. We will compress the two together. Your personal values and rules will merge it together. Now, I'm going to give you my own personal rules, my life rules, and tell you some of the reasons why I put that in place. Then so it can guide you to also create your personal rules. Please, anybody who is here and you have the habit of not consciously working on anything I give you, I can tell you, you can as well stop attending this training starting from today because it will not benefit you. Even if you stay to the end, but you are in the habit of, if I say this is the next thing you will do and you will not do it, like I gave you assignment to define yourself. If you know you have not defined yourself, you have not written it down, make sure you do that today. If I also give you today's assignment and you do not do it, then you can as well forget about attending this cell meeting. You can join us later after we finish this millionaire school, because it will not benefit you. So make sure, and anything that I will say, don't say, say that the king got the value integrity. I say, write it down. Write it down. Anything that you know is your own value, eventually you must write it down. Are we with me? Are we together? Now, these are my personal core values, rules for my life. This is something, this my personal core value is something I have written out, and they are 10 in number, and I place it on my dream board at home, and I see it every day to remind me of the way and manner I should always carry myself, the way I should be doing things. Number one, he says, always thank the Almighty Allah for my life. You can see I there mean that I will be working for every statement I'm going to be showing you. I always thank Almighty Allah for my life. I have a lot of cause to thank God for my life. Is it the fact that I am still living up to today? It's enough for me to thank my God. There was a time when I was in Suleja, a cousin of mine who was living in Jos, was complaining bitterly to me that this is difficult for him in Jos. That was the time they were having a lot of these crises in Jos, riots here and there. And he wanted to relocate to come and join me in Suleja. And he came visiting. And we went round to look for shop for him. The guy is an artist. And he's very good at the artist work. At a time, I was learning artwork with him. Anytime I go to Jos, I will learn artwork with him. As the way you see me, I can draw very well. I can draw human being with pencil. I can do a lot of artwork. The guy was my boss. Okay? So I felt indebted to him. When he came to Suleja, he said he wanted to relocate. So I was looking for, I told him he can hang on with me. Then later we can look for a house for him. But we're able to get a shop where he's going to be doing his artwork. And he gave me part of that money. That as soon as he gets back to Jos, he was going to send the remaining balance to get his shop. Then he will pack all his, his family and his belongings, and he will relocate. Few days later, the wife gave birth to a baby girl. Few weeks later, after the wife gave birth, that my cousin died. We lost him. I think he was a sickler or something. We lost him. And I asked myself, I said, what if this guy has relocated successfully to Suleja before his death? Because a time that God has written that somebody will die, no matter what that person does, even if he likes, he travel to America or he travel to Kutuwonji, he will die that day at that particular time. I said, what will have become of me today that this guy died in Jos before he relocated? What if he has relocated? So his dead body will not be on me. I will not be the one, because I will not going to be his custodian. I will not be calling our immediate family member that this man that is with me has died. Though. I will not be with the question of what do I do with his dead body? As young as I am, with my age, having a dead person in my custody, I was like, wow, God, what would have happened to me? Will our people now tell me I should find a way to bury him myself in Suleja, or I should carry his dead body to Iloni or to Jos? So that my cousin, that was how we lost him. I always have cause to thank God for my life, for being alive up to today. Do you also have reason to thank God for your life, for being alive, for being healthy, for being in this opportunity? Do you have one thing or the other why you need to thank God? Can somebody tell me? Do you have, just if you have something, the reason why you have reasons to thank God? Just type yes. Do you have reason to thank God every day for what he has done in your life? You are breathing. You are not using machine to breathe. You are not using catheter to urinate. They are not using pipe to feed you. Do you also have reason to thank God? Very good. So that is why I put it in my rules that I will always be grateful to Almighty Allah every single day. If I wake up, I must always say, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, I'm happy. So that is one of my rules. Every day, I must always thank God. Number two, I decided to be honest and trustworthy. And I will give you a reason why I also decided to be honest and trustworthy. When I was a child, I think I was just entering secondary school till in my adolescent age. This was in 1989, 90, when my parents took me back to Onitsha. And I started secondary school. I was in a secondary school, still in GSS class. And my dad traveled down home to Ilorin. I was living with my dad. I was the only son that was staying with my with my dad that time. All my other siblings, they are down in Ilorin here. Why I was in Onitsha with my parents. So time Timon Soyi, daddy mi wa travel láti Onitsha wálé sí Ilorin. Bí bá wọn wálé ọdún àbí wọn wálé ṣíṣe kan. So I was all alone in his room. He was living in a one-room apartment in Onitsha there. When I was with my dad, my dad will sleep on top of the bed while I will sleep on a mat beside his bed, a very small room. I will just put the mat by the bed and I will sleep. So once it's 4 o'clock, my dad will wake me up to move to the bed while he will now be praying. Right? That's for you to know how small is that room. So one can dìde, my wife boss in bed. I want to say what I want to think what he cut segbe kan. Ibẹ̀ ni máa ná ṣe sí. Once I want tell awọ yẹn, wá lọ sàlọ àlá, wá máa sì yẹn náà fìlà lóru lágo mẹ́rin. So I will now, so where I normally enjoy my sleep that time is between 4 o'clock till around 5:30, when he will wake me back again for us to go to the mosque, because he was an imam of a mosque in Onitsha, the mosque of the Oba of Yoruba community. He was the imam there. So he will wake me up 4 o'clock to move to the bed while he will now be praying. So I only enjoyed that sleep very well for just about 2 hours. And that about 2 hours will look like 2 minutes, because by the time we just wake me up, I will feel like, oh my God. I'm not always happy to leave that bed, because it was an old bed. Tony spring nínú àwọn mattress ebo john àtọ̀hún tútù mattress yẹn wà pagan. It is an orthopedic bed. Àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀dì tó máa ń ní spring nínú yẹn tó ti pàkẹ́ tí máa ń ṣe shaking but ó ti gbó díẹ̀ but ó wà pa. Old bed, old mattress. So I used to enjoy my sleep when I sleep on that bed. So when my father traveled back to Ilorin, yes, I will have this bed to myself from night till the morning and forget going to mosque. Most of the time, I will oversleep. My dad is not there in his room. My mother's house is just direct opposite, not in the same apartment. His own room is another building opposite the street, while my father's house is directly opposite my mother's house. So they are living in separate houses facing themselves in a street. One room for my dad here, and my mother's own another one-room apartment with toilet and kitchen. So I will be the only person in my father's room. So nobody to wake me up. So as soon as he traveled, I decided to make the bed that night, to make the bed so that I can enjoy my sleep. When I was making the bed, I now saw a lot of money under the mattress. I don't know how I lifted, I lifted the mattress and saw something that looked like money. By the time I lifted it more like this, I saw a lot of money under my father's mattress. I said, wow. So Baba, What is my dad doing with all this money here? He just wrap a lot of money on that mattress. I want you to please follow me very well. Say, wow, so this man is very rich. And when I ask him for money, he say, oh, what me? So what so I simply just remove 20 naira. I removed 120 naira. I just removed. I didn't even know the particular one. I saw you wrap a lot of money there. I just removed 120 naira, bought bread or biscuits or no. I just spent the money. About 2-3 days later, when my dad came back, he discovered that 20 naira is already missing in one of the monies there. So we went to the mosque as usual. I think it was afternoon, Zuhr prayer. In the afternoon, after we have finished attending the what's it called? The Subi prayer. Then láàrin àárọ̀ sí ọwọ́ ọ̀sán, daddy mi ti discover pé owó yẹn ti dín. So wọ́n kírun lọ́wọ́ ní mọ́sálásí, wọ́n kírun jàmá lọ́wọ́ lèmi wọlé. Wọ́n ṣe sálámà ọ̀run báyìí tí wọ́n rí mi lẹ́yìn. Parí ta jáde mọ́sálásí báyìí. He quickly called me to the side. He didn't wait for us to get back home. He said I should bend down. Akọ̀rọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sẹ́gbẹ́ kan lára ògiri. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bíbí, bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí àyè. Mo fi àwọn owó kan sáré abẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí mi ò sí lé. And he said he noticed that the money he left under the mattress, that money is already missing. 20 naira is missing the money. Say Walomu. I say yes. The next thing my dad said was, Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. O seun to paro. Mamumo. Keso mi o. He said, thank God that you did not lie. He asked me, are you the one that removed 20 naira from that money? I said yes. He said, he thank God I did not lie. He said, don't ever take the money again. Oh. The money is not his money. Oh. He said that money belongs to the Yoruba community. All the money you see that I tied there. He said the association of women that are selling markets in Onisha, all of them, their money is there. He said all the affairs, the Islamic scholars, their association of Islamic scholars, all their money that they are contributing, in case anybody gives birth, anybody is doing wedding, anybody is doing walima, and they want to support him, or anybody die, and they want to support the family, it is from that money that the affairs in Onisha are using to support for their social welfare. He said their money is there. Then he said the central mosque. First of all, the mosque where he is the imam, that mosque, the feasibility life from that mosque too is also there. Then the central mosque of the whole of Onisha, the money they normally collect every Friday, he said the money is also there. So I realized that virtually all the Yoruba community, it's like it is my father that is their treasurer. So all this money, they are there. He said, so they have been keeping this money with him for years. And he said the reason why all of them are keeping the money with him for years is because they have tried so many people. There are so many people that they have been giving money to as their treasurer. But many of these people have failed them. Many of these people have disappointed them. That is why when eventually one of these associations or groups discover that the money they have been keeping it with him, nothing happens to those money. The way they're giving the money, they normally collect the money in tax. He says since that day, every other association and central mosque and the local mosque, and all the affairs and all the women that are selling market, all of them decided to be keeping money with him. From time to time, they will come and collect their money. From time to time, if they want to do something, anytime they show up, my father is always giving them their money. So he now said, and since that time, he has never failed them for once. So since I have finally discovered that money is under that mattress, immediately we go home. My father now opened the mattress very well, and I said, oh, yeah, look at it. Can you see the note that I wrote in this one? You didn't bother to read the paper on the money. You only remove more money. Can you see that this one is for this group of people? This one is for this group of people. This one is for this. He labeled all of those money. When I saw the money, I didn't see any label there. But those labels were there. I didn't notice the label. That if you want to see gbogbo owó yẹn wá fi hàn mí lọ́yọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Wọ́n wá replace owó tí mo jí bí owó yẹn. Wọ́n replace it. Since that day, I now became his personal financial secretary. Anytime the association brought more money, he will now ask me to write it, to add to the money and put it. So we are always doing account of that money together. And he now say, you see all this money. The reason why I now show you now, the reason I'm now showing you is that in case I die, this is their money. This is the one for mosque. This is one for local mosque. This is one for central mosque. This is one for association of women. This is one for all the affairs. In case I die, that is their money there. Then sometimes when my dad strictly in need of money, when he didn't have money, sincerely yours, when we are hungry and he could not afford to give me money, or I'm hungry and ask for money and he didn't have money, my father will say, oh yeah, bring out that money. He will bring out part of that money. He will now write a note of paper. He will now write, Emi Alhaji Nuhu Ango, mo yá owó 100 naira, ọgọ́rùn kan naira nínú owó àwọn aláàfáà. He normally borrow money from the affairs association most of the time, not from other ones or mosque or the affair where he belongs as one of the members of the association. I told you this money is for their welfare. That is the one you normally borrow money from. You now say, I borrow so money from this money. Ní ìjọba yìí, akọ date síbẹ̀, wọ́n wá rápù pépà yẹn, wọ́n wá fi sínú owó yẹn, wọ́n ní in case táwọn bá sùn, táwọn ò bá jí, gbèsè táwọn jẹ nu o. So anytime God bless him, maybe a day later, or the same day, or the next day, once he gets the money, you now come and pay top. Owó àná tí mo yá nínú owó àwọn aláàfáà, Ọlọ́run ti ṣe, ọya, mú pépà yẹn jáde, èló la yá ń bẹ̀, 100 naira ni, 200 naira ni. He will now replace the money back. He will now tear that notice paper. Tó ṣò pé wọ́n yáwó yẹn, wọ́n wá ya ìwé yẹn, wọ́n tún dá owó yẹn padà síbẹ̀. That is how for years I have been working with my dad, keeping account of this money until I finally, relocated back to Ilorin. Even when I was in the university, when my father became too elderly, that sometimes he may not be able to do calculation of money very well. When they are giving him money, he will just be keeping. It is when I now come back from school, he will now ask me to add all of this money and, write the proper document for him. So my father has taught me from childhood. As of that time, I was just coming out from primary school. Don't forget, I was still very, very small. So he told me that keep amana. So you must learn to keep people's trust that are with you. Are we together? So since that time, I decided also that name, and I also promised myself to maintain that absolute honesty and integrity. I want to build on it. I want to sustain that legacy. So that is why I put it in my own rules, that I am honest and trustworthy. I want to continue to be honest and trustworthy. Every day I tell myself, I am honest and trustworthy. I always thank Allah for my life. I am honest and trustworthy. So if you also have any kind of family value that you also want to maintain, put it in your rules of your life. Do you get the message? Do you understand it now? Any family values that you want to maintain, put it as part of your rules. I am a source of blessing to humanity. It's part of my rules. I want to be a source of blessing. That is why sometimes some people will look at me and say, I will not be spending money, to do things, to pilot the affairs of this business. Millions of naira, I mean, not even thousands, millions of naira. and I'm spending it on the team. If you have ever seen our former office, you will know how I lavishly spent money just to pilot this our campaign to help the humanity. Just to be a source to humanity, a source of blessing to humanity. I love adventures and open to improvement. I am such a person that loves traveling. Traveling is swimming. Most of when travel or look, I will like it, but when I I just like traveling. Entering car, I can be on journey for weeks. I won't be tired. I love traveling. It's part of my hobby. So that's why I put it in my rules of my life. Values of, rules and values of my life, that I love adventures and open to improvement. I want to learn new things. And I'm also excited and energetic. If you notice, I'm always excited. That is why Ambassador Chikat Lecture, the GA, gave me that title, the Mr. Excitement of LBL. I'm always excited and energetic. Number 5. Number 6, I am confident and self-assured. If you have ever worked with me closely, if you have ever seen me talking to people, you have seen me meeting dignitaries, you will never see me talking and be shivering like this. And no. Anywhere I go, I always want to be confident and self-assured. And I gained that from my mom. My mom is such a woman that is always confident and self-assured. Anytime there is any issue, family issues that people don't want to put mouth, they are afraid. If they call my mom will say it the way it is. Hey, this is it. What's the reading? She will call the spade a spade. She will say what she knows about any situation. So I also learned that from my mom, to be always confident and self-assured. Then number 7, part of my values and and rules of my life is to show love and help people. Number 8, to compliment others a lot. And I set a goal of minimum of 2 days. Seeing people and appreciate them and say, wow, this your dress is beautiful. You are looking good. You are looking take away. That kind of compliments. When you do that, you are sending love out. And what you get back in return is love. So I also said that as my personal value and rules of my life. And I'm committed to making the world a better place. God will not ask you, how many cars did you have when you are on earth? How many plates of rice do you used to eat? How many chicken have you eaten when you were on earth? God will not ask you all of those things. But God is interested in how are you able to uplift your fellow human being? How are you able to uplift your religion? How are you able to uplift people? How are you able to put smile on people's face? What great things did you do to improve the world when you were there? So I am also committed to making the world a better place. And finally, while I am doing all this, I want to catch fun. I said, I catch fun touching people's life positively. So what I'm doing, I do not see it as work. Business it is fun for me. That is why I am always happy, excited. If you see me, you know that I frown my face or I'm walking without smiling, I am moving go. These are the things that is pushing me. It is not that I'm unhappy. No. Maybe I have something that is burning in my heart that I want to achieve and I want to be focused. That's why you see me, when you see me walking no marching like a soldier. It's not that I'm a sadist. I'm not a sadist. I'm always excited and energetic. But most of the time, I like to be focused. So I am catching fun all the way. These are my own core values and rules of life. So as for your own assignment for today, your own assignment for today, you must also do the same thing for yourself. Now, here are some guiding questions to ask. Rules of life with it. Number one, what core values, if you live them every day, will lead to ultimate life you desired to live. Ẹ dáhùn sí ìbéèrè yìí, kí àwọn nǹkan wo, àwọn ìṣesí wo ló jẹ́ pé tẹ́ bá ń ṣe, tẹ́ bá ń gbé irú ìgbésí ayé yẹn, àwọn ìgbésí ayé wo ló jẹ́ pé tẹ́ bá ń gbé, inú yín á dùn, ara yín á yá, ẹ ríra yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó ṣàṣeyọrí láyé. Àwọn dáadáa wo lẹ pé tẹ́ bá ń ṣe, tẹ́ bá ń ṣàwọn dáadáa yẹn, ẹ máa ríra yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó lapa nínú ayé. Let me also share with you one of the visions that I have, one of the greatest in my adding values to humanity. My wife can testify to this. I have seen some community having water problems. So many people have water problems. But tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ní borehole gidi ní ilé rẹ̀, dáadáa, kànga òjì dáadáa, kìí ṣe gbogbo kànga ní máa ń supply omi, but borehole tó bá gbẹ tó deep, professional borehole, standard borehole, the person will always enjoy. It is nothing less than 100 or 200,000. It depends on how deep, it depends on the size of machine. Mekunu melo lo le da 100, 200, not even 100 again. I'm sure it's going to be like maybe minimum of about 150 to 200 now, or even more. One of the things I told myself, when the time reaches, I am going to buy that borehole drilling machines. I will buy it for our foundation. One day we can also contribute money to do it. We will buy it for our foundation, Dream Life International Foundation. Then various communities should be applying for free borehole. Permanently down. It's part of the vision I have for this organization. I'm at I want my boss and borehole. Even scientists don't test it. The community apply for I want need the borehole. Tabati wa send our color inspect you here. So no don't need the omi. I will send the scientists the scientists you go and test their soil. Tabati discover bitomi wa that approve. Àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ tá ń sanwó fún àwọn la ní mọ́tò yẹn tó fi ń gbẹ́ borehole adẹ̀tí ní license pẹ̀lú ìjọba pé gbogbo anywhere ní Kwara State tá bá fẹ́ gbẹ́ borehole sí àlèmọ́ gbẹ́ borehole lọ. A kàn mọ́ lọ́bẹ̀, a kàn gbẹ́ borehole fún wọn lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́, a dẹ̀ finish ẹ̀, a dẹ̀ pẹ̀yìndà, a dẹ̀ tún wo the next on the list pé community wo ló tún kàn based on the time tí gbogbo wọn apply. Àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ wọ́n tún lọ́bẹ̀, wọ́n tún lọ gbẹ́ borehole fún wọn. These workers are being paid by our NGO. And the machine is permanently owned and maintained by us. That way, we are constantly touching people's life, putting smile on their face, making life easier for them. So do you also have something that when you do it, you feel fulfilled? Put those things in place. Another question you ask yourself, what life rules, if you keep them every day, will lead to the feelings you desire to have? Our programming is the foundation. Your programming leads to your belief, and your belief leads to your feelings, and your feelings leads to the activities, the action you are going to be taking. So what are the rules that when you put in place, it will give you the right belief and feelings that you desire to have, that will always prompt you to take the right step every day. And lastly, what core values, if you keep them every day, will lead to you becoming the leader you desire to be. Kí ni àwọn òfin, àwọn value tó yẹ pé tó bá ń pamọ́ mọ́, ó padà di èèyàn ńláńlá tó wù ẹ́ láti dà láwùjọ. Kí ni àwọn òfin yẹn tó yẹ pé yóò help rẹ láti lè dá irú èèyàn tó fẹ́ dà? Aṣíwájú tó fẹ́ dà láwùjọ, kí ni àwọn òfin yẹn? Tẹ́ bá ti ń béèrè questions mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta lọ́wọ́ yín, whatever thing tó bá ti ń come to your mind, ẹ máa call, ó make sense o, kò make sense o, ẹ sáà máa kọ́. Tó bá wá yá ìwà tó wá farabalẹ̀ jókòó. These activities here will take you nothing, like my own took me like nothing less than 2 hours. Tí mo fi jókòó, tí mo fi ń ronú, tí mo fi ń tún kọ, tí mo fi ń dákọ, tí mo fi ń tún kọ. Tó bá tó sáà, tó bá ṣe sáà, màá tún rí pé mo ní láti adjust ẹ̀. Like ibi tí mo ti ní màá compliment àwọn èèyàn yẹn. Ẹ̀ẹ̀mẹ́ta ni mo kọ síbẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ lójúmọ́. Ìgbà tó yá mo rò pé ẹ̀ẹ̀mẹ́ta yìí may not be really nice. Let me put it to 2. Mo bá adjust ẹ̀ sí 2. So over time you are going to be refining and fine-tuning this your core values and rules of life. Then kó má ju bí mẹ́wàá lọ. Tó bá ti pọ̀ ju mẹ́wàá lọ, it may overwhelm you. And put it in a place 30 man every day on your dream board. So that is the assignment for your today. So create your core values and rules to live by today. And that is one of the things that will always motivate you to that sense of urgency, to always take action and move with speed in achieving your dreams. So guys, if you have whatever question, you may ask. If you have any question, that is where I am heading for today's cell meeting and part of our ongoing Millionaire School. Please feel free to ask any question. Yes, what are your questions? You can put it in the chat box. You have any question? So I appreciate each and every one of you that are here. Now, earlier on, I said I am going to announce the 3 people, the name of 3 people that joined us at exactly 7 o'clock. Exactly 7 o'clock. They are already waiting on the queue. Apart from Profatu, Adeshina, those and myself, those 3 other people are Pro Emeka. Congratulations, Pro Emeka Christopher. Let's put our hands together for him. Oh yeah, prepare. Everybody prepare. 1 million. The next person on the list that joined us exactly 7 o'clock today, is Pro Saliu Eleila. Oh yeah, prepare for him. 1 million. Yes, send your emojis in. Those of you that are not in the PC. Olubumi, Abifani, Olubumi. Prepare. 1 million. That's great. Congratulations. Okay, so if you also want to be a winner, now those of the last time I did a promo, I think there are also 3 people like that qualified. It's 2 people that sent their name to me. I asked another person to meet me in my inbox. If the person do not know my personal phone number, I said they should chat me up. And I noticed one person have been sending number, one Doko Tade or so, I can't remember. I always see somebody writing his name and phone number. I don't know whether the person is trying to tell me is the 3rd person. This is my phone number, my WhatsApp phone number. I am putting it in now on the chat box. If you are the other winner that are not getting your recharge card, your free recharge card, chat me up. This is my WhatsApp number. Chat me or introduce yourself. Then I will check your name on the screenshot of that day, whether you qualify. If you are one of them, then I will credit. You tell me your network. You tell me your network and your phone number. Then I will credit your account with a free airtime. Then these 3 people that are today's winner too, they have just successfully won free recharge card for themselves. So Proseu Saliu Eleyila, congratulations. Send in, chat me up with the line that you prefer. Chat me up with the line that you prefer. You hear that? Chat me up with the line that you prefer and tell me the name of that network, whether it is MTN or Glo or whatever network, then I will credit it with a free recharge card. Pro Emeka, do the same thing. Chat me up, tell me, give me a phone number and tell me the network so that I can recharge that network for you free of charge. Pro Abifari Olubumi, I've just sent my MTN number on the chat box. Get it, then chat me up, give me your phone number and the preferred network, then I'll give you a free airtime. Congratulations for being early attendants, participants on today's cell meeting. So from time to time, we're also going to compile people that are always making the 50 name list. I want to make it 50 or 60 or 100. Very soon we're going to celebrate our 100. I have challenged you. If you are the only person getting the training, it is going to make the work more difficult for you. But when you are getting the training and your success line are getting the same training with you, it will make the business easier for you and your business will duplicate. Okay, so this is where I'm going to wrap it up for today's session. Today's cell meeting. I appreciate you all, and I want to challenge you to make sure you do that assignment that I gave you today. List your 5 to 6 to 7 to 10 rules and core values, your rule of life and core values that you want to live by. I told you certain things that happen in my life that make me to come up with some of these values and rules. So also look into your whole life and bring out something personal for yourself and fine-tune it until something strikes you in your heart, in your body. Are you with me? Until you start to feel that energy, until it rings a bell. Tẹ́bá get the list here right. Kí ni ká máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ara yín? Ara rẹ̀ á ṣẹ́gìrì, ara rẹ̀ á ṣe. Egun rẹ̀ á dìde bákan. You feel somehow, you feel like, wow, yes. You'll be happy, you'll be touched. It's like people don't tell what nǹkan nínú ara rẹ̀ ni. Tí ó sọ fún pé yes, o ti get àwọn òfin yìí, o ti get it. Àwọn rules yẹn, o ti get àwọn core values yẹn, o ti get it. Ẹ wá farabalẹ̀ kọ with your handwriting. Ẹ kọ tí ó fine. Ẹ wá lẹ̀ mọ́ ibi tẹ́ ti máa rí every day. Okay, so that is your assignment for today's training. Thank you. God bless you. Over to you, my powerful coordinator.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate this morning. So we have received another enlightening information, and I believe that's in the house. I'm grateful as well as I am. Go to the chancellor and appreciate mentor. Say thank you, sir. I want to go there and say thank you, sir. Almighty God continue to give wisdom to gather this knowledge so that you can help us more and more in this organization. Go to the chat room. I'm currently there. I want to see you appreciating mentor, and you go back, drop the best of the best emoji, the best of the best GI, the best of the best appreciation code that you can ever think of. Now, thank you very much, mentor. So let's find ourselves. Time is already fast spent. Let's be on our self-definition. I'm going to be somewhere that is noisy. You are more than two listening to the same thing in the same room. Then the best thing you